Hi, I'm back at my swing, if it looks like I'm swinging. I'm not a swinger. Yeah, I was thinking the last couple of days about what I was speaking about them sending people into your life to kind of use directed conversation at you, and for you, the purpose of that is for you to think that every single person in the world is against you, and then you just kind of give up hope, don't you? You know, you're surrounded by them and you stop caring. You think this is just going to happen wherever I go. Nobody I meet is going to be genuine and honest, and that's not true. I really don't think that's true. I think the desire is for them to make you give up hope, is to make you stop caring and stop wanting and stop trying to find anyone in your life, anyone to love, whether that be romantically or, you know, friendship wise. And I think that, you know, it'd be really hard to go through, and the fact that so many people in my life have turned against me, and to put my heart on the line again for that to happen is like it's a lot for me to think about. You know, I think, do I want for anyone to cause me that pain again? But the truth is that I would go through that another 10 times over rather than give up hope that I'm never ever going to, that I'm going to be on my own forevermore, you know, that I'm never ever going to find anyone genuine, someone true and someone honest and someone that I can love. You know, because I love loving people. I do. I do it. You know, I very much still love my children, but unfortunately I don't see them. And, you know, every relationship that I've been in, every friendship and romantic relationship I've been in, I go into it with from a really genuine place in my heart, you know, showing them people only genuine love and caring about them in the most honest kind of way. And unfortunately that's never been reciprocated back to me. And like I've said before, my self-esteem was always quite low, and my boundaries were very low, and I just accepted breadcrumbs from people because that was better than having nothing. You know, I was giving them my everything and I was getting so little back, and I just accepted it because I didn't really think I was worth anything more, you know. And they make you feel like that, and I don't believe that's the honesty of every person in the world. I think that's the people that have been manufactured and put into my life to keep me at a kind of level of thinking that things are never going to get better. It's hopeless, you know. They want you to feel hopeless, and I just can't allow myself to feel like that, you know. I do have some hope, and it's definitely about breaking your spirit, totally breaking you down, and making you think, fuck it, you know, what is the point in being here, what's the point in being alive? I'm going to walk through the rest of my life for this world all alone. And don't lose that hope. Don't, you know, I really hold out hope, although I've never had it before, that there's someone out there that's just as genuine as me, you know, someone that will love me back just as much as I love them, who will take, you know, great pleasure in, I used to do, of giving to another person, you know. And up until a few years ago, I never ever thought that I was worth that. I never got it from anyone. Like I say, they all very much gave me kind of breadcrumbs, you know. They would be nice to me a little bit, and then it would be, you know, most of it was, they kind of kept me at a level, so I didn't expect much from them, you know. And I was always with losers my expectations were very low anyway. I really felt so thought so badly of myself, and thought that I was kind of, these people were all I was worth. But the reality was, you know, I was always worth much more than them, but I never seen it at the time, you know. I allowed them to gaslight me, I allowed them to put me down, I allowed them to make me feel unworthy, I allowed them to, you know, give me little scraps of attention when they so deemed it. And, you know, I would chase them and give them everything, give them my whole heart and do everything for them and put them first above everything. And I really believe that there's someone out there who would take as much pleasure as I do in doing those things for someone else. They would want to do them for me just because they're a genuine person. And, you know, by sending all these bastards around you constantly, they want you to think that that's never going to happen, that the only people in the world are evil people, and it's not true. It's not true, because I see some people, you know, online and things, that I can tell that they've got good, genuine hearts, you know, and it's just whether, you know, I'll ever meet someone in my own life. I definitely think it's all about kind of working on ourselves as well, you know. about kind of working and building yourself up, and really kind of fighting your own demons, and getting on the right track, working on your, doing the shadow work or whatever they call it, kind of loving your inner child, and really knowing that you're worth something and you're worth doing that work for. Because I honestly believe when the time is right, if I do the work, if I work on myself, if I do the kind of spiritual work that I think is necessary for me to do, then I really honestly think that someone will come into my life that that I deserve, and that who deserves me. I really do hold on to hope that will happen, and I want other people to hold on to that hope as well, because don't give up hope. Don't. That's what they want. They want you to be so miserable. It's so easy to be miserable at times. I'm miserable today. But don't stay miserable. There's people out there that think about you and that care about you. There's people that I communicate with, and I really care deeply for them. I don't know them on a personal level, but I really, really care deeply for them, and I think about them a lot, and I really, people that are nearby that I hope that I get to see one day, and yeah, don't give up hope. That's what they want. They want to kill it in you. Don't let them. Don't let the bastards win. Anyway, take care. God bless. Lots of love to you all. Bye bye.